mistake so many people make is, I've heard from God, God have told me this, God have told me that, and you will run with that and forget about God. And what happens when challenge moment come? You also need more instruction to journey with. You also need more knowledge to journey with. You also need more wisdom to journey with. That is why one thing God told you is not enough. You need to hear more. You need to hear more. God need to tell you more things as you journey with Him. What is the function of the sword of the Spirit? Number one is God's power. God's power. The word of God represents God's power. The word of God is the only thing that can change your situation. The word of God is the only thing that can change your situation. The word of God is the only thing that can transmogrify you. The word of God is the only thing that can transform you. The word of God is the only thing that will take you from the apex and keep you on the apex. Number two is spiritual warfare. You can't get into the battle without a sword. It is not enough to have the shield. It's not enough to have the helmet of salvation. It's not enough to have the shield of faith. It's not enough to have your feet geared about with the gospel of peace. If you don't have sword, the enemy will brutalize you. If you don't have sword, the enemy will butcher you. That is why you should take up the sword of the Spirit. That is the word of God. That is the sword of the Spirit. The sword of the Spirit is what you use to defeat the enemy. Is what you use to defeat failure. Is what you use to defeat anger. Is what you use to defeat animosity. Is what you use to defeat fear. If you don't have the sword of the Spirit, you will become a casualty in the place of battle. Number three things the sword of the Spirit does, it gives us truth and wisdom. That is why the book of Luke said, I will give you a mouth and a wisdom man cannot gainsay. You can never, mark my word, you can never get to the apex of your dreams and aspirations without wisdom and truth. What does wisdom do? Wisdom gives you the requisite and commensurate step to take. What does truth do? Truth shows you the step to take. If you don't have truth and if you don't have wisdom, you will never get to the apex of your dreams and aspiration. And the only way you get truth and wisdom is by the Bible. That is why the book of Joshua said, let the book of the law not depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night, that you may know what you ought to do. And from there you will make your ways prosperous and you will have good success. Success only comes by the word of God. That is the sword of the Spirit. Yes, my dear friend. That is it. And the last but not the least thing the sword of the Spirit gives you is the